Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Daytona. We have maintained a nice place in the polls, or not polls, but the leaderboards. League standing, we are currently, what position? Season standing 4, and look at the wrong thing, sorry. There you go. We've had 5 races and I've gotten 4 top 5s, considering I've gotten only from stock. I'd say that's good. Our current goal is to... sorry about my voice right now. Is to upgrade our aerodynamics to a level 3 to match our level 3 engine, which that's not what it's technically called, but it's the third option to upgrade that's better than the past two. Alright, so let's see what this next episode is, or next map rather. Alright, is Eagan Speedbowl. Alright, let's get to it then. Okay, so let's get to... Sorry, I don't know what's up with my voice. Let's get to qualifying, shall we? Alright, the current run time is 23 seconds. These people, I don't completely remember them. Okay, so 23 seconds it is. This map, not amazing, not terrible. Edges are a bit rougher than the past maps, a lot more sensitive. But for the most part, I don't recall hitting those edges too much except in the corners. The flat areas are usually pretty much in the not paved, but whatever you want to call this area with the or like frick, I can't think of the word. The like lighter area. Let me move my mouse. Sorry about that. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't think of any way to fix the current issue with the cropping. So I'll fix that at some point, or at least I'll try to a bit more. Because right now I couldn't find anything to fix it currently, because like I said previously, it's mostly to do with the resolution, I believe, of the GameCube system itself. And because this is an emulator, they emulate that as well, because it's not made for computers, obviously. Okay, as you saw there, we are in Heat 1 again. Yes, I am happy, if you were wondering. Position 5 as well, so we're doing good in qualifying. Let's just hope we can maintain this win streak we have. Well, we haven't been winning, but we've been doing very well. This well streak. That's what I'd like to maintain, is a well streak. Alright, let's get this going. I am curious if I should make the races longer for when we get to Feather Light, so you guys have a bit more to chew on to. But I feel like the nature of dirt also makes it a bit better to have it shorter. But yeah, most likely we're going to have to do 2 seasons, bare minimum, which means that let me think. Every season's like 10 tracks, I believe, 10 or 11, so that's roughly 5 weeks. So it'll be 10 weeks for us to get to, oh, nuts. I don't know what just happened there, sorry about that. Dang it. It'll take us 10 weeks to... Dang it. A freaking pop-up from Windows. Thanks, Windows. 10 weeks to finish the 2 seasons and hopefully get to Feather Light. Alright, let's hope we can maintain this position roughly until the next... so we can get to A main really easily and have a good position to start off from, because we want to get that nice little sponsor bonus for being in 5th. Nice the last lap. Let's see. No, we're not catching up to them, which is expected. Oh yeah, I don't think any of the other NASCAR games had this car info slot. Or at least it didn't look as nice as this. This is very simple and very nice. I don't know why I like it, but if the other ones had one, this is the one that I remember for some reason the most. Okay, so we're definitely getting into a main. Let's see. That crash screwed me up. Makes sense, of course. Just upsetting. Okay, so if you're curious why any of my cuts look weird, it's because I'm actually not cutting. Because I'm afraid I'm going to mess that up in Movie Maker. So I literally just stop the recording and the audio, and then I just start recording again. Laziness finds a way, or scaredness as well, because I don't want to screw up in Movie Maker. Okay. Now, like I said, this inner area is a bit more dangerous, so I kind of have to be careful. People think that like NASCAR isn't a sport, and I understand that it's not physically exerting in ways that you see. But you gotta figure if you're driving at high velocities, like dirt, you're not driving as fast. You got 80 miles an hour. You might be doing that on a highway if you're speeding and you don't really care too much or about that or whatever. Not necessarily that you don't care, just feel like you can get away with that 80 miles an hour, which is up to you, of course. But so this isn't as necessarily as strenuous as say like actual NASCAR, but you gotta figure they're going almost 200 miles an hour. They're taking those G-forces in those turns, going roughly 200 miles an hour. They're doing this for like 3 to 4 hours, depending on how many crashes there are and how long the race itself is. It's very tedious. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the sport of sports, but I'm just trying to make a point that it is. I think it's fair to call it a sport. I can see why you wouldn't want to, but I don't think that's fair to those that do actually do NASCAR. Now, unfortunately, it's not something you can do like on the side, really. Like, you know how people will have hobby, or not hobby, but they'll play rec soccer, recreational football, or basketball, or whatever on the side. That won't really cost you anything, or to be like kind of cheapish or whatever. You can't really do that for NASCAR, unfortunately, at least not legally. You'd basically have to probably do this, just try to do dirt or something silly like that. It's not silly, but you know what I mean. You'd have to basically work from the bottom to have any way to do it in a hobby fashion or as a for fun fashion, which is unfortunate. It's probably the only sport I can think of right now that you have to do that with. I'm not sure what the consensus is on video games. I know that ESPN has been, I believe it's ESPN, has been showing video games of like CSGO tournaments recently. Apparently some people are freaking out because that's not a sport, but that's kind of like, I mean, these people are doing stuff that you could not do. And it's a different kind of strain compared to football or soccer or basketball. It's different. It requires like patience and dexterity of the hands to be paying attention as well. No, man, I want third. Screw you. All right, well, fine. I guess you'll get third. Was this the last lap? No? Okay, well, maybe I'll get it back. Okay, 2 to go. Come on. So, anyways, the video games being sports, that's kind of up for grabs at the moment. I think it kind of should be. It'd probably be on a less level than NASCAR in my personal opinion. But I don't really know how they define what is a sport and what is not a sport. It'd be funny if at one point in the future they had CSGO in the Olympics. I think that'd be hilarious. We say to be less likely to have to worry about the infestation in the Brazilian waters, apparently. The whole Olympics this year, man, it's gonna be ridiculous. We'll see. Hopefully nobody gets sick. Hopefully that the media is just overblowing it or something, but from the people that I've talked to in Brazil, it doesn't sound like that's the case as much. So, hope nobody gets sick from that. It's unfortunate to think about. So I'm hoping you all are enjoying the series. It's a very simple thing for me to put together. It's just 2 episodes a week, which isn't too hard to do because it's 2 tracks. Less rage, I'm hoping, as well. Ooh, we got 2,000 out of that. How nice. Let's check, see how much we got actually. We got, ooh, for 3rd place? What was it? What place did I get? What does it say? I actually already forgot. I know it wasn't 2nd. Okay, well, we got a good amount of money. We might be able to go ahead and, okay, yeah, we got 3rd. As you can see in this little news article. Again, I hope that if they do make a Nascar or Daytona 2, that they do expand on these articles, even if it's just a page. But yeah, there's the article. We're moving up on the season standing, which is good, because if we go far enough in the season standing, we might be able to just go straight into... Actually, no. I think you kind of have to do a whole season of dirt, regardless of how good you do. Alright, well, that means you guys get, if I continue, it'll be 10 weeks of dirt, unfortunately. If I did the math right, yeah. Roughly, more or less. Because I think what you have to do is you have to have like a major sponsor first, which is the what goes on your hood, before you can actually continue. Alright, let's go check the aerodynamics really quickly, because I believe we should have enough, I'm hoping. Got a good amount for that race. Okay. Set aerodynamics, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Alright, I have no idea how much money we have left. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize. Okay. Let me just, before we end, go through the templates again of what you want. The colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So template 1, template 2, template 3, template 4, template 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably gonna be the last time I do it for now, anyways, because if you guys haven't, oh wait, no. If you guys haven't suggested anything already, then I'm just gonna move on. Alright, so I believe that is it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and save, and we'll see you next time this episode comes out. Next episode, because I already forgot what day it is. Okay, well, adios. Have a good day.